Hey, sorry, out of breath. Always at this time of the day. I just went for a walk. Sorry. Um, I want to talk about something that's probably one of the worst symptoms that I go through. And my original diagnosis, um, back in, I don't know, it was like 2000 or something like that, was bipolar, or just manic depressive to you. And I don't know what type I was diagnosed with, but um, anyways, one of the problems that I experience and is extremely troubling is called pressured speech. I made another video about this, but it was pretty nondescript and I didn't explain it more. But um, when I'm around people, um, or even just on the phone, I can't control it. Either one, and take into account right now. Um, so this is harder. I have a lot of physical pain, and I use CBD. So this is like a vaporizer, and it actually makes my anxiety go way up. Yeah. So I'm taking it like a risk benefit ratio. Um, it's even put me in psychosis. So, I'm not kidding. Um, and sometimes I feel like I'd rather take a psychosis over the pain I have. Um, so I choose to use the CBD sometimes. It doesn't always do that. Yes, CBD can do that because it has THC in it, and just cannabis can. So this can make it worse. As far as voice control, what I mean is, uh, let's say we're talking about peanut butter. It'd be normal just to talk about peanut butter in like just a nice, calm way. Well, I may talk about it like this, It's like, yeah, it may be too loud, or I may have too much anxiety in my voice, probably the CBD, but nevertheless, my voice can be extremely loud, extremely low. And I don't know if that's Asperger's or ADHD, I don't know, but it's in pressured speech, and it doesn't matter anyways. It's in all of them. Pressured speech is in bipolar, it's in ADHD, it's even in schizophrenia too. But from what I read, they're all the same. They're just all the same. Um, I also have, though, I have real breathing difficulty, not cardiac, but it's like that. So I get very breathless. So it makes it even worse. So nevertheless, it's a very troublesome symptom. The other part of it is, so there can be the loudness of it, or just the tone. But on the other side of things, it's not being able to stop talking. Why is that? I like when I get up in the morning, I'll have like these obsessive thoughts that I can't get out of my head. And if I feel like I have to say something, I gotta say it now. It's like now, 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 now. It's pretty troubling, but lost my train of thought. So if I'm with someone, I can't stop. I just can't stop talking. It's almost the same on the phone. It's not as bad on the phone, but if it's bad, it's very bad. And so I'm at a point right now. I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to be around someone, and when I'm around them, I don't want to feel like I can't. I'm always able to talk and bring up other things, but I don't want to go from one thing to another, like just complete dissociated thoughts. I just want to be able to stop, stop and listen to what another person's saying. Because otherwise, I feel talking the way I do, you can't interrupt me. You just can't do it. And it can end up in fights, it can end up in irritability, agitation, fights. and people wonder why. He's so rude. He's interrupting me. What's going? That's that's just that's not the way I am, and I really want to hear what other people have to say, and I can apply this to other situations. It doesn't matter what it is. It's in everything I do. It's not just speech. So where I'm at right now is, I believe, so my original diagnosis was bipolar. And yes, I go through manias. I go through all the bipolar things, absolutely, no doubt. And the restlessness and everything, and the paranoia and stuff. I used to be on lithium and took it away and took gabapentin instead. But I was on another medication, so I couldn't truly know what happened when I took that away. I'm hardly on any psychiatric medications aside from very low dose Ativan. I take gabapentin too, which was supposed to be a mood stabilizer at the point when they switched them. So I'm going back to, so I'm at a point right now, like, I can't stand this anymore. I can't stand this anymore. If I'm outside and I'm like agitated and I'm like trying to talk to someone, can't stop talking, it's pretty bad. So I think I'm going to go to try to get lithium carbonate again. When I look at, sorry, I'm very breathless right now. It's very hard to express myself. When I look at the medications, used to control pressured speech and manias and all these moods and stuff, I see like Seroquel, Zyprexa, for this specific one, pressured speech. And I have to say that lithium looks to be the ruler of this for certain. That's what I'm personally gonna try to go with. And as far as side effects goes, lithium may make your hands shake. They made my hands shake a lot, but that's as far as it went. It didn't cause me dystonias and akathisias. Zyprexa, Seroquel, those, they can, and they can destroy your life for good. Anyways, the reviews I look at for pressured speech, and especially pressured speech associated with bipolar, is lithium carbonate. I believe there are, so there's different types, crystals, there's just different types. Anyway, for myself, I make this video to tell you that if you got pressured speech, and especially if it's with bipolar or any cycling type of depression, that is your drug. If you have to do that way. I prefer to be natural, but I'm at the point where I'm like, holy cow, this has got to stop.